Hello, and welcome to another State of Affairs, my monthly update series. This month on the channel, we're obviously covering what all happened in January and what's going to happen in some regard, maybe some of my loose plans for February. First off, I just want to get this right out of the way first and foremost. Thank you all for 2023. I know I said that multiple times in various different videos last month, but 2023 was genuinely insane, and certain aspects of that I didn't even really realize until recently, such as the fact that my channel had just barely under 10,000 views by the time 2023 was over. So in 2 years, basically, got like 9,500 views. That was a pretty fun thing to discover, and I also want to thank you equally, perhaps even more so, for an insane 2024. You'll see a little bit later that this month was huge. In fact, you might just see it right now. Let's just jump right into this thing, going into last month's videos, where my gratitude can really start directly. I had 15 videos on the main channel, 956 views between them, so nearly 1,000 views just on the videos that came out. To be fair, like I said, that's 15 videos. Normally, my average for 2023 was somewhere between 9 and 12 videos a month, I think. Probably like 10 or 11, I think, was regular. So 15 was a little bit more even than normal. Some of my highlights of the videos that I posted, this is going to go through a whole string of them, so I'm not going to be able to talk about all of them in depth. I did do my general 2023 wrap-up stuff, such as my year in review. I did my top 10 best and worst books of 2023, and I also did a few reading tier lists. There are 4 of them. One of them just came out a couple days ago. This is only showing the first one. I also started a new series called Short Story Sundays, which included Metzengerstein by Edgar Allan Poe and Beast in the Cave by H.P. Lovecraft, and had a couple great book binge episodes reviewing Return to Adan and having a discussion with Philip Chase himself. 2 videos that, frankly, are a large part of why the channel did as well as it did. That thumbnail right there was for a video on my second channel it was one of the 5 videos I posted on my second channel this month, 35 views between those. The highlight was basically that thumbnail you just saw, which was an album review for If I Were You's With or Without. It was a little bit of a shorter video while I'm working behind the scenes on a couple 2023 wrap-up videos for the second channel, including an album of the year and game of the year video over there. Those will be out hopefully both this month, but we will see. As for last month's writing, there was plenty of writing that got done last year. Let me just go ahead and switch over to here, where you will see that I got about 2,600 words written for The Reign of Ash. So I got the second of the 3 outlines in the Silent Reign trilogy finished up. Now I can finally put my eye on getting the last one done. That will probably take another couple months. It will also be difficult because part 5 of that book will basically be entirely rewritten, and there's a lot of stuff in the back half that I need to refresh and include stuff that I need to include that I forgot to when I was writing it the first time around. Hopefully I can manage to get this one done in a couple of months like I did last time. So the first outline is now just under 17,000. Second outline is just under 16,000 words. Got to work on the third one now, so that's going to be a fun time. Otherwise, I did do a few blog posts. Like I said, the album review was one of them that I just covered. The album of the year video and game of the year video that I just also referenced that I'm working on. I wrote all 3 of those blogs in January for a total of about 11,000 words between them, which was pretty insane. And then I also added a preface to another old blog that I'm going to be recording for a video on the second channel as well, so that's kind of fun. So I did refresh a couple things and add a couple paragraphs to that. Otherwise, I also want to point out, this is not something that I would typically include in this section, but I also wrote 2,800 words for stuff related to Disquiet Gods by Christopher Rocchio, the next book of The Sun Eater, which is currently only available to read as an electronic advanced reader copy, which you can buy from Baen directly. I did that. I wrote 1,400 words for that, just for notes for my video review, and then I wrote another 1,500 words for an actual written in-depth Goodreads review, and I think that's probably my favorite review of any book I've ever written. It's definitely in the top 3. maybe top 4, I don't remember, but it's definitely up there as one of my favorite Goodreads reviews for a book. So I just wanted to mention that I wrote another 3,000 words basically for stuff related to Disquiet Gods in the last week. So I've been pretty busy on the writing front this month. I hope that stays consistent for February because I have a lot to get to in February. Otherwise, let's move into the channel statistics. As I was referencing before, it was a pretty big month. I hit a new record for views on the main channel, nearly 1,300, 1,286 views, for nearly a doubling of how many views I got in December, up 99.4%. Huge spike. Thank you guys for that. As for watch hours, I also had a very big jump. This was over twice as many watch hours, 120.7, up 119.7%. I don't think this was a record for watch hours, but it was definitely a number 2. I think my record was somewhere around 130, maybe 125, so very nearly a record here as well, which was insane. I handily got a new record for impressions, 82,409, up 201.4% from December, so 3 times more than December. But December was also a much smaller month than the last months prior to that, so my channel made it onto or into people's retinas a lot this month, so that was pretty crazy. As for subscribers, 19 net gain of subscribers for a total of 571 now, so already a pretty big jump. To be fair, a lot of these stats, views, watch hours, subscribers, all of these things, a lot of that comes from Philip Chase sharing my last couple of book binge videos, those being obviously the Return to a Dan review. He shared that, and then he shared the discussion that I had with him, so I want to thank him personally for the boost, because sharing those 2 videos made a huge impact on the channel that I don't think I would have otherwise gotten. I also started doing posts on the main channel to advertise for the Short Story Sunday videos that I have started including now on the opposite weeks of the Fortnite on the Isle, that new series. So I did a couple new posts advertising the first couple of those videos, 193 impressions, 14 likes for those 2 posts. So that was just something that I thought was pretty neat. Probably going to continue to do posts, at least for Short Story Sundays there. I might start to do more posts and community stuff on YouTube generally, because I'm kind of ramping up doing some of that stuff on the back end for other reasons as well. As for the second channel, I got 49 views over there, down 27.9%, 8.6 watch hours, up 12.2%, 5,771 impressions, up by a lot, over 130%, so well over doubling that of the month before, and then 1 additional subscriber, totaling 14 now over there. So all pretty neat stuff. Thank you guys once again for an absolutely huge January. Here's hoping that trend continues for the rest of the year. I think it would be possible to even hit something like 1,000 watch hours over the year, which would be absolutely absurd. As is, I would be more than happy to break 750 this time around, but if I got more than that, that would be cool. So either way, this month, some of the ideas that I have going around for this month, like I said, since I finished the second Silent Rain trilogy outline in January, I hope to get a second, or a decent chunk of the third one of those done in February. Ignore the fact that I've been completely avoiding using titles for those last couple outlines, because I've been going back and forth flip-flopping the titles of those all month, so I'm still kind of in the midst of that. Here's to a very busy couple of weeks in the weeks ahead, preparing a dozen plus videos for the next few months on this channel. More 2023 wrap-up, like I mentioned, on the second channel. Maybe start doing some more video prep on Let's Plays for the second channel, because that last 2020 backlog one is nearly done, and I need to get more stuff pushed out there so I can be releasing a video every week over there. All of February's videos on this channel, and a few more for March and April on this channel as well, I'm needing to work on a bit, so that's what I have my eye on at the moment. Finally, I also recently did a bit of overdue work on my website, and I'm going to be continuing a lot of that this month as well. Want to finally get that overhauled, because I said I was going to start doing that several months ago, and then I never really did anything there. Anyway, I am really, really grateful once again for all the love and support this month and this year so far, generally speaking. Thank you guys so much again for the 50th time in this video. I truly cherish and appreciate it. It never is taken for granted. I seriously appreciate all the support. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video all the way through. If you did, check out tomorrow's Fortnite on the Isle video, where I'll be going in depth, discussing all the videos that are going to be coming out over the next couple weeks and some other fun news as well. So stick around for that if you want to know what's coming out, because I don't even remember off the top of my head, because I prepared a lot of these videos a while ago. Either way, thank you guys one final time for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video.